So I made my first foray into buying comics online on Facebook Marketplace. Got a box in. Let's see what's in here up next on this video from Bronzeville Comics. Hey there, comic book community. This is Jim from Bronzeville Comics coming to you with another video. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Really appreciate it. Also, let's follow me on other socials, Bronzeville_comics on Instagram, on Whatnot. On Whatnot, we do sales every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And I usually try to preview those sales on Instagram as well as on Whatnot. If you're not yet signed on to Whatnot, there is a link in the description of this video you can sign on. Get $10 off your first purchase. Also in the description is a link to my eBay store and to my email. So I've been using Facebook Marketplace recently. It's something I came to kind of late in the game. I hadn't really used it much in the past. And I got some local deals. Picked up some local collections. But this is the first time I bought online for something to be shipped to me. And I saw it said a lot of old comics. And I looked at it and I saw some books that looked like keys. The price seemed okay, negotiated a little bit, and actually went off Facebook and did a deal on PayPal, goods and services, for $180 shipped. So all included, $180. I got a little nervous because they said, we'll get your tracking number the next couple of days. Like a few days went by. I'm like, do you have the tracking number? And the next day went by. I'm like, please update. And then they sent me the tracking number and the books came. But it was goods and services, so I was protected. But who wants to go through the hassle of potentially having to go through that? So it came in this box. Really, this is stuffed. I'm trying to think. It's 11 pounds, 6.6 ounces of comic books. So I'm a little nervous to cut into this. I'm pretty sure this is to the brim with comics. There's nothing really surrounding the books, I don't think, to protect them. Like the priority mailbox wasn't quite large enough. Oh, there may be a box in a box here. Oh, okay, that's fine. Actually, that's good. So there's a little bit of protection. But the comics are really kind of squished in here. They were lower grade. They were older books, but I saw some books that I thought had decent value, and we'll kind of estimate the grade and maybe look up some values while we're going through this. And of course you are enthralled as I am trying to cut through some masking tape on this box. Actually, oh God. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of masking tape all around this. I'm just gonna have to wreck this. This box is not going to be repurposed. This is going straight into recycling. Of course, I have to take the return address label. Oh, more masking tape here. Man, they really went to town with the masking tape. No, that's fine. That'll come out. It's not the box. Okay. Where is it? There we go. There we go. I think I'm getting it off. The outer box. Ow. Okay. Now we have an inner box that is quite well taped. Of course, we don't want to cut into books, of course, but I don't think there are any 9.8 candidates in here. Kind of mid to low grade, probably, but there's some good books, and it was quite an eclectic assortment of. There's some superheroes, some funny, some humor books. I think some war books. So I'm going to kind of focus on, and I may miss something as we go through this. And there they are right on top here. A couple of Dell books. No bags, no boards. Kind of smushed in here. Oh, boy. Okay. So, and, for the pile of books, I thought the price was right. I'm going to have to rebag and board these. These will be coming to a Whatnot sale at one point. A Turok, 12-cent Turok. Mid-grade, number 42. This was one I was interested in, but it's very low grade. I think it's a Charlton Comics Ronald McDonald #1. I wonder if these were giveaways at restaurants. This is interesting, and it includes... Oh, it does. Oh, this is... This is pretty cool. Amazing Spider-Man book and record set. With the record. That is cool. The record looks to still be in pretty decent shape. Yeah, I could probably be paid. I could probably play that if I had a turntable. Let's see if that has... I mean, it is lower grade, but... Book and record set. Yeah, it's not... Let me try to find some sold items. 27 bucks, including the record. For that one, $4.25, $10. So it's variable. Got to make sure that it works. Some of these Dell, lower grade. Rio Bravo with John Wayne, Dean Martin, and Ricky Nelson. Gunsmoke. Jack and Jill. I don't know if these are worth anything. Part of. A lot of coverless. There was coverless stuff. There's some part of Giant Batman. Not incomplete. A World's Finest that's incomplete. This looks like an Adventure Comics, I guess. A Superboy. These are all kind of incomplete. This one is coverless but complete, I guess. World's Finest 157 with a hungry dose of rat chew. Again, I was looking for a couple of these. A return copy of Teenage Love #4. This one is actually not terrible. I'm trying to get the issue number. Sarge Steel #7. It's a Charlton book. He is a character that has been in DC Comics. Herbie. First Men in the Moon. Gold Key. That's a movie adaptation. I don't know if that has any value. Usually these have, just worth in the moon. I don't think that's a 1965 Gold Key. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Maybe $10 book. A Bonanza return copy. Walt Disney Comics and Stories with Zorro. Nice little book. There's a lot of books here. Oops. Let's see. Get another handful. Lassie. Ski Party. That was, I'm trying to think who was in that movie. Frankie Avalon. I wonder if Annette Funicello was in it too. Those Magnificent Men in Their Flying Machines. The Montana Kid. Western book. Cheyenne Kid. Kid Montana. Billy the Kid. This is a movie adaptation of Cheyenne Autumn. A John Ford movie. Outlaws of the West. Charlton. There's a bunch of Charlton and Dell in here. I haven't yet gotten to any of the reasons that I bought the book, the lot yet. This is a pretty cool little sci-fi book. Space Adventures. Strange Planets. Strange Planets is... I'm not sure who that publisher is. That one's in more decent shape. Mid-grade. Okay. Yeah, nothing bagged and boarded. Just all shoved in this box. Turok. I know there are people that enjoy that. Total War. If you're interested in any of these, just reach out to me on my email. Shoot Up Air War Stories. Dell. Army Attack. Charlton Moore book. Fightin' Marines. There was no Fightin' 5, number 40. Gold Key Total War. It's in decent shape. So I'm really going to have to go through these. Guerrilla War. The Elk War book. Jungle War Stories. Dell, nice painted cover. This is a, well, back cover's missing of 2 on a Guillotine. Here we have a Charlton Love, a romance book, I Love You. Another Charlton Career Girl Romances. There was somebody on my Whatnot last week that was looking for romance books, and now I have some. It might take me a while to process this because, you know, this is a slow burn, these books. I might do a special show because if there's... I did one recently. Robinson Crusoe. This might be like a summer daytime show. Well, this is an interesting... another John Wayne Dean Martin film, The Sons of Katie Elder. Oh! I had forgotten this was in there. Oh, this is... Even in this grade, this is a lower grade. I don't even remember this being in there. I have a copy of this, which is in higher grade, and signed. Green Hornet number 1. There's a big chunk missing out of the back cover. I'm hoping this is complete. I've had issues with that recently. Oh, maybe that. Oh, shoot. I'm not counting 8 pages to the centerfold. Maybe I just miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to the centerfold. I got to see what's missing. It looks incomplete. Great. Tonga. And again, when you buy, you're taking a gamble. Mysteries of Unexplored Worlds with Vulcan. That's a Charlton book. This is in nice shape. Jungle Adventures. Dr. Solar. Turok. TV Casper and Company. I'm a little disappointed with the Green Hornet book. Hot Rods and Racing Cars. Never heard of that. Another Turok. Any Turok fans? I got a few that could fill things in. Ooh, some Silver Age horror. This is rough. Spine's all messed up. I looked at this. I saw this in the picture. I go, because you can never tell the number by the cover. I didn't think it was. Fightin' 5, number 34. 40, you can see the 34 is just real. The numbers are really, really tiny on these Charlton books. 40 is the first Peacemaker, and 41 is the second Peacemaker. And then he got his own comic. Space Family Robinson, which this is from 1964. So this predates the Lost in Space TV series. They kind of co-opted the name Lost in Space, even though the stories weren't based on the TV show. Nice Buck Rogers. It's a wraparound cover. That's cool. Here's of the West. Tomb of Ligeia. Twilight Zone. What number is this? Twilight Zone 13. This one I might keep. Peter Ken and Thunderbolt. This was one of the Charlton heroes that DC absorbed. He was included in Crisis on Infinite Earths. He had his own series. But it turns out that the rights reverted back to the creator. Peter Tomasi, I think was the name. I don't see it here. And when Alan Moore did Watchmen, the Ozymandias character is based on Peter Ken and Thunderbolt. Sort of like Captain Adams, Dr. Manhattan, Blue Beetle is Night Owl, Rorschach is the Question, etc. Blazing Six Guns. Let me know if anything here pops to you. Just a lot of genre books from Charlton and Gold Key in the 60s. Not really any Marvel DC. Could have been just people were passing that up. Battlefield Action. Battle Stories. Again, I'm not sure who the publisher of this is. Battle Stories. Super Comics. Unfamiliar. Mad Magazine. That smells really old. A I'm not even going to show that. That is a Naughty Bits thing. There's a Pokemon. I don't know what and Classics Illustrated, which those are not very desirable. Walt Disney's World of Adventure. This, I had to check. It's not the first issue. It is the second issue, which is a huge difference of the Munsters. Back cover. That's Munsters 2. That probably is worth, I don't know, like $10. No, it's a maybe a $20 book. Really, very, very variable. And not a lot of those sold. And the one book that I'm looking for, I have not seen yet, that I was kind of pointing to. The Green Hornet, I guess, was one of World War stories. None But the Brave, a lot of war. Army Attack, Guerrilla War, Torak, Son of Tarzan, Torak, Son of Stone, another Jack and Jill, and this is one of the books I was looking for. It's lower grade. And I'm going to, before I show it to you, I'm going to make sure it is complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Centerfold. Bottom staples detached. That's okay at this grade. 7, 8. Okay. I just want to get an approximate value on this. I actually now have 3 copies of this. And it's special. No. Yeah. Special War Series number 4. The first appearance of Judo Master. We saw a version of Judo Master in the Peacemaker TV series. That kind of popped this book in this condition. There's writing on the cover and stuff. Not a gradable copy, but maybe a $50 book. There is a Marvel book, but this is exceedingly low grade. A Tales to Astonish book. Part of a random cable book. This is interesting. Oh yeah, this is the best stuff here at the end. Okay, this is a lower grade. I don't think this is a little bit later. This is very early Silver Age. It is, I guess, postcode horror. Atlas book, Strange Tales of the Unusual. I think that's all pen mark on the cover, in the trade dress there, and on the characters. Somebody really liked to doodle on it. So, lower grade, but it's from 1956. Nice 10 center. This one is, again, lower part of mid-grade. I'm not sure I have it in my collection. Again, writing on it. DC book. Brave and the Bold 59 with Green Lantern. Is that the first continuing Batman? No. I should know this, right? It might be. Yeah, that's probably... That could be like a $50 book in grade. And that is the first Batman team-up in title. A return copy here of Superman 187. And then a coverless Jimmy Olsen, and part of, this is probably the rest of it that's elsewhere in the pile, Batman 187. So that is the haul of those books. I did buy it for the Judo Master, the Green Hornet, and a little bit for the Brave and the Bold. And there was one other book I thought was pretty decent in there. Maybe those were the main ones. I mean, the Tales to Astonish, and that 56 Atlas book. So I think I did okay. There's, I don't even know how many books, maybe 50 books. You know, I think I'll do okay, even if I, you know, average $5. You know, I paid $180 for it all in, and you know, a few of those books will sell. I will have these probably be available on Whatnot. If there's anything, because these are so niche, if there's anything you're interested in, hit me up. We can work out a deal, especially if you buy a few of them. And if they're, you know, I have to find the Charlton and Dell War Collectors. That's a lot of what that is. So, yeah, that's it for this video. Just one little unboxing there. Now I have to wash my hands and find some gold and silver age bags and boards. In the meantime, you can take a look at a couple of my other videos here. And this is Jim saying until next time, enjoy your comics.